speak to you. You were just a sinner 2 days ago. You was in the bar last week. You just cursed me out 10 minutes ago. So God did not see you. I mean, you did not see God. You're so concerned about your qualifications. And God said, I'm with you. And then some of you still don't believe it. All this time, so many years, don't believe that God has called you to lead, to do great things, to write books, to own businesses, because you said, God, I don't qualify for it. And God says, well, let me show you how great I am. So throw down the stick in your hand. Put your hand inside your bosom. He said, do this and do that. I'm proving to you that I am with you. And some of you I'll go so far as Moses and say, well, I can't really speak that good. I'm slow of speech. I'm nervous. I'm not a good public speaker. Let me tell you one thing. I stutter, but I'm doing the work of God because I know for certainty that He is leading me on this. Yeah, it's a nervous thing. I don't feel qualified. I'm not a real good speaking in public. I hold my tongue sometimes, but I believe that God's leading me. I wrote books. I don't believe I'm qualified to do great things, but God has seen something inside of me that I did not see in myself. He saw something greater inside of Moses that he did not see. And God is seeing something great inside of you to do something extraordinary. Stop complaining. Stop bringing up excuses. Stop always trying to touch God. Because listen, when God told Gideon that he would lead the people of Israel and save them, he made every excuse up. Every excuse in the world. I'm from the tribe of Benjamin. Small and weak. We ain't really important. God, he said, well, prove yourself, God. Put dew on the rug and don't let it hit the ground, or put the dew on under the rug. He had all these type of ways for God to prove that he was really with him. Stop tempting God and trying to mock him and trying to make him do things for you to please your flesh. 1 Samuel chapter 16. First Samuel 16:6 says this. So it was when they came that he looked at at Abinah and said, surely the Lord anointed is before him. But the Lord said to Samuel, do not look at his appearance or at his physical stature, because I have refused him, for the Lord does not see as a man sees. For man looks on the outward appearance, but the Lord looks at the heart. If I stop right now, that's it. That's well enough said. He said, I do not look at the outside of a man. I look at the inside of a man. I look at his hearts. Why? It's because God, he created the hearts. So Jesse called Abinah and made him pass before Samuel, and he said, neither has the Lord chosen this one. Then Jesse sent Sham to pass by. He said, neither has the Lord chosen this one. Then Jesse made 7 of his sons pass before Samuel. And Samuel said to Jesse, the Lord has not chosen these. And Samuel said to Jesse, are all the young men here? Then he said, there remains yet the youngest, and there he is keeping the sheep. And Samuel said to Jesse, send and bring him, for we will not sit down till he comes here. So he sent and brought him in, and now he was ruddy, with bright eyes and good looking. And the Lord said, arise, anoint him, for this is the one. That Samuel looked the horn of oil and anointed him in the midst of his brothers, and the Spirit of the Lord came upon David from that day forward. So Samuel arose and went to Ramah. But the Spirit of the Lord departed from Saul, and a distressing spirit from the Lord troubled him. And Saul's servant said to him, surely a distressing spirit from God is troubling you. Let our master now command you. Command your servants who are before you to seek out a man who is skillful player of the harp, and it shall be that he will play it with his hand when the distressing spirit from God is upon you, and ye shall be well. Samuel looked at the outside. He didn't see that David was of good character because David was so young. But God says, I'm concerned about David's inside. that there's a man after my own heart. Some of you are young in age, 10, 15, 12, 13, 14. God's giving you great gifts. God's anointed you from birth to do great things. Some of you are 20, 21, 22. God has anointed you to do great things. But those around you who are up in age are looking at your appearance, your Rudy, your bright eyes, your good looks, and your young age, you're so tender, your immaturity say. God said, something inside of them I have given them. I am with them. He said that when Samuel laid his hand or laid the oil on David's head and anointed him, said that the Spirit of the Lord fell immediately on him. And from that day forth, until David's death, the Spirit of the Lord was with him. God is with some of you today. If people are judging you based upon your young age, God said, no worry, I'm with you. Don't allow young age to concern you. Allow what I put inside of you to concern you. I put a great leader, a great seller, a great speaker, a great achiever, a great comforter, a great lover, a great husband, a great wife, a great child. I put it inside of you. Don't worry. In Acts 9, 10 through 16, Paul was on the road to Damascus to kill and to prosecute more Christians. Jesus intervened and struck Paul with blindness, and for 3 days Paul sat in the dark. And Jesus came to a man named Ananias and said, Ananias, the one who came to destroy you, Paul, is in the dark. He's blind. And I showed him a vision of a man coming to save him, to heal him of his blindness. Go and heal him of his blindness. And Ananias brought Paul's past. Isn't he not a prosecutor of the church? Isn't he not this man who's ruthless, who don't care for your name? He says, Ananias, he has been praying to me. He has converted over. And it's your job now to go heal him of his blindness. Ananias was so concerned about Paul's past rather than Paul's current state. He's worried about Paul's past sins. And Paul confessed all that he's done wrong. He's praying to God for 3 days blind. Some of you have horrific past lifestyles. And people associate with that all the time. Even after Paul converted over and he done great things, they associated Paul. Paul talked about his past because he knew that people will bring it up. But he spoke how God has set him free. So, some of you got great testimonies inside of you about how God has saved you from horrific lifestyles, from drugs, from homosexuality, from drug addiction, from bars, from clubs, from diseases, from gun violence, from jail. And God has saved you. But people associate you with your past, and you are coming fearful. You are coming ashamed. You are judging people that you know that God has saved. Don't be like Ananias. Just say, God, let it be your will. People try to judge you. Don't let them bring you down. Don't say, well, don't judge me. You should judge us. Say, you know what? Yeah.